It's time for part 3 of the discussion on improvisation. And I just will back up and remind you, part 1 we talked about adding kind of this idea of doubling up on notes. And then, well, you can go back and watch that if you haven't seen it. And then I backed up in part 2 and just kind of talked about finding that groove in that pocket. I want to talk more about that concept and show you how to build on that. So here's what we'll do today. I've got queued up from the Jam Track series, Every Groove a Blues Man Needs to Know, also known as the Groove Tracks, Disc 2. This is put out by Jimmy Lee. You can find these on Harmonica 123. I'll put a link in the video description if you like what you're hearing today, so you don't have to search for it. You can download it over there. What we'll do is we'll take this tramp groove in G, and we are going to build from a pocket. And for the pocket today, we're going to use a riff centered around the 2 draw, which on a C harmonica, we're playing in the key of G, just to be very clear. We're going to center around that root, that G. Well, let me just play it for you so you can hear it first, and then we'll talk about it. Here we go. Make sure you can just get the timing on that. So that would be step 1 of the process, is just finding da da da, 1, 2, 3. And I'm using the ta method. The tip of my tongue is hitting the roof of the mouth to separate the notes, give them that staccato effect. You could also do this on the 1, 2, 3 draw chord as well. Right? So that's another approach. Basically the same idea. Just make a wider embouchure to get that chord. I'm just keeping my mouth very open like this as opposed to puckered. Or tongue blockers, you know, you can tongue block obviously or pucker that single note on the 2. But what would the next step be? The next step would be, in my mind, if I were in your shoes trying to really work on improvising, you feel like you're lost and you're saying the same things, this is the approach I would use. I'd take the pocket of a song, find the pocket, find a way to find just the essence of the groove like we did, and then add small 3 to 5 note riffs, let's say, and fit them between your pocket. You'll still have lots of space. Let me show you what I mean. Let me back this track up and try it for you. 2 draws the pocket. So that's one simple little next step that you can do. Find your pocket and add a little quick riff. Keep it simple. I was just working on the 4 there, you know, bending the 4 and releasing it to a draw, bending it back down, going to the 3 draw, back to the 4 bend, and letting go of it to the 4 draw. So I went something like that. The other riff I did, just hitting like around the 3 draw half step bend, twice to 2 draw. Okay? I even did 1 4 draw, 2 5 blow, 3 6 blow. One of those types of riffs. Next step I would be thinking is extensions on the riffs. So now we're going to play a longer riff, but there's still going to be space. It's going to be really nice. Let me back it up to the beginning of this track. something like that. And you could build that slower than how I did it. If that's too much to take to chew, take a smaller bite. Stick with the until you can get a nice pocket. Then move and add a simple riff between your pocket. And when you can say something nicely with that, then work on fitting the whole riff into that pocket. Let's move to a shuffle. I'm sorry. Let's move to a swing. This is in the key of G. And I'm going to use the 2-draw again. Probably play it like twice. Let's see what happens here. Here's the swing shuffle in G. Still got a C harmonica. We'll do the same concept. Let's keep going. What's the difference? The only difference is that this is moving a little faster. That's it. Ba-da. We're just playing that 2-draw twice. You could play it once, you could just go and alternate it sometimes twice. That could be your whole solo. It's just the 2-draw if you really want. Let me first stick with what I'm doing and stay on track and play the extension riffs in between that. Let's keep going. I was just going to say I'll break down that riff for you, and I don't even know what I did. Because I'm in the moment. I'm not thinking about this too much. Just kind of call and answer between da-da. I'm just doing that 3-6 blow, 2-5 blow. Back to the 3-6 blow. It's that nice horn sounding riff. So as you can see, this is a nice delicate approach that you can manage and not let your ideas get away from you or go too fast. You want to slow down, find that pocket and that groove, and then just build around it. So I'm going to leave it at that for today. If you like these jam tracks, I will put a link directly to where they can be found on Harmonica 123 in the video description. You'll find the Ultimate Blues Jam Tracks series, which is amazing. It's very similar to the groove tracks. They're both, you know, full bands. And then you'll find the groove tracks there as well, in case you want to pick up some jam tracks. Okay, I'll come back at you real soon with some stuff. Thanks for tuning in.